A girlfriend who has crossed over to the dark side. The type of women who are not suited for building a relationship. The Vedas say that no matter whom you have chosen as your life partner, do not abandon them. The most severe punishment that fate can give is the punishment for leaving a loved one. Men who have left their wives at some point for a new love will understand what I mean. But this video is not about that. Rather, it's an introduction to the topic of female flaws that from the very beginning make building a serious relationship impossible. When you choose a girlfriend, you tie your fate to hers, so you must choose carefully. There's a certain line, and once a girlfriend crosses it, she becomes unsuitable for a relationship. You can cross it only once, yet it will affect her entire future life and every relationship she will ever have. While most flaws can be tolerated, men tolerate some in women, and women tolerate some in men. With this particular flaw, happiness is impossible. And if you see such a girlfriend, yes, women are also watching me, so this applies to men as well, it's best to run without looking back. Relationships as an energy exchange. I often write about relationships from an energetic perspective because there is always an exchange of energy involved. Without energy, there would be no relationship. When you fall in love, you feel an uplift. But imagine if you fell in love and felt drained instead. That never happens, right? You simply wouldn't love someone without that energy. We give and receive energy in relationships in many ways. Men and women have their own specific methods. But that's not the focus here. The key thing to understand is that the energy exchange is crucial. During infatuation, energy is felt most intensely because it feels foreign yet pleasant. Later, we get used to the other person's energy, and it becomes ordinary. Without it, things feel worse. With it, they feel normal. We maintain the exchange through gifts, integration into each other's lives, help, intimacy, countless aspects where exchange happens. That's why when the other person withdraws, we feel emptiness. And if we keep giving without receiving in return, that emptiness becomes twice as deep. All the ways I've described above are white methods of receiving energy. They give an initial spark and later maintain a constant flow, crossing to the dark side. But there are ways to receive energy in long-term relationships that feel just as intense as during infatuation. Something bubbling inside, giving extraordinary euphoria. Once someone experiences this type of energy, they get hooked like on a needle and can't quit. This is the black method of receiving energy. It gives pleasure but destroys both yourself and your partner. This is the energy of domination. It only takes one time for a girlfriend to humiliate a man for her to taste that feeling and never forget it. This is why people keep exotic animals like tigers or lions at home. It shows a human's dominance over a naturally stronger creature. If you hear from a girlfriend that her exes mostly humbled themselves before her, begged for forgiveness on their knees, be certain you're dealing with such a girlfriend, and don't tempt fate by starting a relationship with her. It will end very badly. The thing is, during infatuation, you won't even notice it because both partners are in minus mode, meaning they need each other. But when the infatuation fades, that's when one starts tormenting the other, trying to squeeze out as much energy as possible. Whatever she says at the start, she's not interested in family, love, or a serious relationship. Only in the game where you must submit. While you're strong, things will be fine. But the moment you show weakness, and weakness can happen in relationships, loss of a job, other men showing interest in her, or even her own personal weakness, you will feel it firsthand. Later, you'll wonder why she changed. But she didn't change. That's who she truly was. All girlfriends who say they are looking for a strong man have been with weak ones and often unknowingly made them that way themselves. Don't assume you're the strong man she's been waiting for. Main signs. In past relationships, the man humbled himself before her. When talking about her past, she might say something like, I made him do it. She left her ex-boyfriend several times and then came back. She's had an extremely large number of relationships. She starts criticizing your actions right from the start. When you're in company, she might openly contradict you in front of everyone. Usually, the first two signs are enough. The rest are indirect. Why you should run. You probably have your own plans, job, hobbies. You want a peaceful life and growth in all areas. But with this girlfriend, you won't have time to relax. At first, it may seem exciting, but after 2 years, you'll be tired of it. Yet you'll already be attached to her and unable to break free. And forget about self development, all your energy will be going to her. The most important thing is that such girlfriends destroy all their relationships. And then, with an innocent face, say, well, I guess he just wasn't my person. But in most cases, the men were perfectly adequate. They just weren't prepared for this kind of game because they wanted a normal relationship, but ended up in a situation where they had zero expertise, while this girlfriend has been playing it her whole life, so she will always outplay them. After such a relationship, a man is left without closure, wondering, why did she treat me this way? The truth is, he did nothing bad, and there were plenty of good moments. For men in this situation, I can say one thing. Every person enters a relationship with a certain goal, and a girlfriend's goal may be very different from yours.